This video will show you how to use the English short stories available through reallylearnenglish.com. And we have this in our Canvas Skills Lab page under the Level 2 grammar point. However, this has multiple levels, so I would recommend it for any level students just to practice reading. One note they have here is make sure you start with stories at your level and go gradually up. Do not start with difficult stories that you can't really understand, okay? Right? That's just going to be frustrating. So there are a few different things that you'll see in between, but what we're looking for are the levels. So we've got beginners, beginners plus, elementary, elementary plus, intermediate, and then stories for advanced learners. So I'm going to show you a beginning story and an advanced. We'll try this winter story for beginners. So at the top, it will give you the title. It'll tell you what you're going to practice, right? Winter vocabulary and basic grammar. And then after the ad, you see the story. Oh, look, there's snow. It snows. Does it really snow? Yes, it snows. So unfortunately, this doesn't have anything that reads along with it, so you will be the one reading it out loud. But it does have pictures so that you can figure out maybe some new vocabulary as you're going, right? For example, look at the houses and cars. Are they covered with snow? Yes, they are covered with snow. There is lots of snow. So each picture will give you some new vocabulary and you'll get to see the different sentences. And this is a relatively long story, even though they say it's a short story, but you see how it's sort of in short little chunks, so it's pretty easy to navigate. And if we get all the way to the bottom, if it loads fast enough, oh, all right. So this is the end. It'll say the end. There's some things that you can do. This is just a picture that has some of the vocabulary you'll see. And you can sign up to get more stories like this, right? So really this is just a way to practice reading. There aren't activities and things like that. And you can go back to the Really Learn English homepage to get more practice at your level. All right, so I'm going to go back to, but the stories for advanced learners, these are love stories, short romance stories, and you'll see that these are going to be much higher. So for this, it will explain what you'll have in each section. The story, the glossary, or all the terms that are used, and for these there are going to be some exercises with a full answer key. So you click on the title, so each of these has a picture and then a title. And then you have to go through a few different ads and things, but what you're going to see is the before reading, the story glossary, some of the words that you might come across, a fill-in-the-blank exercise, and then the story. So you can see this story starts like this, right? And this is called A Tale of Two Jackets. Andrew walks out of his meeting completely exhausted. After 3 long days of negotiating, he has finally worked out a deal that is sure to get him a promotion. You can see this one's a little bit different than the beginner story, and as you go down, again, not a super short story, pretty long, right? You'll see the end at the end, and again, you can go back up now and do fill in the blanks and look back at the story glossary. So this is a good site for all levels to practice reading in English.